Hey, happy Thursday, everybody, and welcome to another Chamber Check-In episode from Idaho's only five-star accredited chamber. Today, I'm super excited to feature Bogus Basin, talk about what's going on up at the Hill, and I have Marketing and Communications Director with us, Susan Sad. I'm going to bring her on the screen right now. Hi, Susan.
Hey, Paul.
Hey, thanks for taking some time with me today. 83 years as the Treasure Valley's best recreation place.
That's right. Celebrating 83 years. We never forget that the Chamber of Commerce was so involved at our groundbreaking parade down Harrison Boulevard in 1938. We opened in 42. So great to be here.
Well, Susan, I love featuring our chamber members, but this is extra special as it's close to my heart. I live on Bogus Basin Road. I actually was accepted to participate on the Recreation Association this last year, and I've learned so much. Thanks for that opportunity. And I get so many texts and emails from my friends walking into the Bogus office because as a donor, you know, it's pretty cool to be a part of Bogus. And so thank you again for taking the time.
Yeah, my pleasure. My pleasure.
So Susan, for those that don't know, tell us a little bit about you, your background, and how did you get involved with Bogus? And then tell us a little bit about your role.
Yeah, my role here at Bogus Basin is Director of Community and Customer Relations. I've been here just over 11 years, and I really applied my skills in nonprofit leadership and management to the area. My family has spent many years. We're a three-generation family up at Bogus Basin. I began also by joining the Recreation Association, just like you recently did. Briefly joined the board and then was invited to join the team 11 years ago. And it's been wonderful. My role is really to bring the brand and the name down into the community to make sure everyone is aware how fortunate and the impact from an economic perspective that Bogus Basin has on all of us, whether or not you spend time up there.
You know what? I'm glad you brought that up. Help me share that economic impact. What does that really mean? Kind of, not only at the Hill, but what does that mean downtown and bringing visitors and tourism to the region?
Yeah, a major attraction to the area. I think first and foremost, we employ 600 seasonal employees in the winter, and we're up to almost 150 employees in the summer. And so for many, it is a first job and a lifelong wonderful career. We have retail shops and other businesses that rely largely on Bogus Basin being here, biking and hiking in the summer, and of course, ski equipment and skiing and snowboarding in the winter. So we're very connected to the community.
That's so important. On the homepage of the website, I'm looking at it. I'm going to read the first paragraph. It says, countless kids have made their first turns at Bogus Basin, whether it's with their families, friends, or through one of the many affordable school outreach programs. Bogus Basin exists to serve generations of Idahoans ages 2 to 102.
Yeah, that's right. It's pretty special. I mean, we're an anomaly in the industry. As a 501c3 nonprofit, we're not beholden to outside investors to help drive our decisions about what we want to do. So we have some incredible long-running programs that help us affordably bring students and kids and people up to the mountain to enjoy all that it has to offer.
One of the key words in there is affordable. And so you offer season passes. You can pick your poison throughout the year. And over the last few years, you've really made Bogus an all seasons resort as well. So tell us a little bit about the evolution of that.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago that Bogus was really on the ropes financially. We 10, 12 years ago, we did not have a master plan. We had suffered through a series of low snow years. And so at that time, our general manager, Brad Wilson, came on board, and he was charged with helping create a new vision for the area. And that include, like you said, adding summer operations, which are thriving now. We see about 100,000 visitors in the summer. It included taking advantage of all the amenities that we have in the winter, adding new lifts and equipment and new things that made the experience better. Snowmaking being a key one. We just announced yesterday we have broken our all-time record for making snow at the area. So blowing snow up there to keep things going. And so it's just been, a wonderful 10, 11 years at the area.
That's one of the hugest investments that a ski resort can make, with that snowmaking addition, because that's huge, especially for those ski teams and those college ski teams that get up there. They need to make those runs. You're offering that service.
Yeah, we do, and appreciate you pointing out your donor pin on your jacket there. The snowmaking was a community-led capital fundraising campaign, and so it was community members like you that helped us get the money that we needed to implement that critical snowmaking infrastructure that we did.
I really like the pin this year that you did for the Bogus Basin. I put it on my hat. It's kind of cool. I wear that around. So if you have an opportunity to donate, do it. You get a cool pin to wear.
Right.
And, talk about. Okay, you talked a little bit about snow, and we've got a great forecast. Help build the stoke for what's coming this weekend.
Yeah, well, it's been a couple great weeks of the groomers, the Bluebird groomers up at the area. And just before this, we were looking at the forecast through the weekend. And if all goes well, we'll have over 2 feet of snow before the end of Sunday. So the powder hounds are licking their chops. Should be a really great weekend. So fun to be able to just head up there and take advantage of it. And, another important thing that we've done over the last several years is really take advantage of our long operating hours. It's unusual to be open until 10 p.m. every night. And so that means that we can offer different past products for people at all different price points and access points. So you can come up from 6 to 10 p.m. On a night season pass and pay $99. Or you can get the full year-round passes. And so we do what we can to make it accessible and affordable and enjoyable for everyone.
I love it. I'm just a season pass holder. I get the family pass every year. But I love that you offer that twilight pass, because I think it starts at 3 and you get a full hour of the backside before night skiing begins. Anyway, I think it's got to be the best kept secret. Talking about season passes, before we get into some other things, when is that window of that? Usually it's President's Day weekend sale to buy your next year's season pass. Is that open? Tell us about that.
Yeah, we'll be making an announcement in the next couple of weeks about the start of the sale. It'll be happening toward the end of February, and those dates will be announced soon. The team is spending hours looking at the product mix closely to make sure that we continue to offer that range of products like we talked about, and also that we continue to manage capacity at the area by making only certain numbers of passes available at those full access times. We have some pinch points on the busy weekends, and so we want to make the experience enjoyable for everyone, especially that has a season pass. And so a lot of thought goes into that as we prepare for that sale.
For those that don't know and that may be new to the community, and folks that have been around a while but just haven't engaged as much, there's a lot of new things going on with Bogus. And I don't want to steal your thunder, but let's talk about some of the new chairs, maybe some, and I'll call it sculpting of some of the hills with Bitterroot. I think that operation 7 days a week. Don't tell anybody, but help me share.
Yeah, I mean, last summer was incredible. In addition to our 7-day operations, hosting everyone, lots of events and concerts, we also installed not one, but 2 brand new chairlifts, like you said. So we replaced a couple of our oldest chairlifts at the area that serve primarily beginner to low intermediate terrain. So our coach's beginner chair right there in the base area is now a brand new SkyTrack 4-person chair, and that chair is almost twice as long, and the trail coming down is wide, much longer, making that brand new first experience much better for our guests, and also kind of clearing out what was kind of a bottleneck of people waiting to get on that chair. The second chair is our Bitterroot chairlift. That chair is located near our Mid-Mountain area by our Pioneer Lodge. And that also is a 4-person SkyTrack chair. And we did a ton of brush cutting in that area. Added a new run called Wake Up Gym over there. And fun fact, a lot of our runs are named after Idaho mines. And so Wake Up Gym was an Idaho mine. And there's a new run off of the coach chair called Ida Bell. And Ida Bell was also a mine outside of Silver City. So it's fun to have that history tied in to the new runs as we continue to develop the area and make, fun little places for people to play.
Well, those 2 new chairs opened up a lot of stashes of powder too, that you normally wouldn't get because it was closed off.
Right.
So, and I've experienced that quite a bit. Staying on my list here, Bogus was recently awarded a Reader's Choice Award from the national press, Newsweek. So tell us and share that here.
Yeah, that was just an amazing and humbling thing for us on the team. So Newsweek magazine let us know in early December that we had been selected among their readers, as well as a panel of judges, as the #1 ski area in the country. And also our Tubing Hill was selected #7. And so we were thrilled and so excited. I mean, other recipients, Deer Valley, Telluride, Aspen, and really a testament to the community support of the area. We put it out there that we were in the running for that. And of course, our loyal community fiercely came forward, voted for us. And so it's pretty unique and special. And a great reminder that we're not just this little backyard ski area, 2,600 acres of skiable terrain. We have, of course, our Nordic Center, Tubing Hill. There's so many things you can do up there, and it's really an incredible backyard place.
And you mentioned earlier before we went live a little bit more how to recreate with your snowshoeing, because for those that aren't into alpine skiing, you mentioned Nordic skiing, but there's other ways to recreate. Help share a little bit about that, and then what's new at Bogus?
Yeah, I'd love to. So we have, like I just mentioned, our Frontier Point Nordic Center serving Nordic skiing and snowshoeing. It also serves as the center where all of our environmental education programming happens, with thousands of school kids who come as part of their science curriculum to learn about the watershed, to put snowshoes on, learn about the area. We love that program. It's their 20th year this year. But for those people who may not necessarily be interested in skiing or snowboarding, we have got free guided snowshoe hikes that are themed every Saturday and Sunday. We received a really generous grant from a local family that allows us to have that program offered at no cost. And so you can come up and just learn a little bit about the plants and the area and the animals and a range of things up there. And that's been very popular. And then, the Tubing Hill. Our Tubing Hill is a blast. We just had, and as a matter of fact, we just had our mid-season employee party up there on Monday. Cool. And so much fun to just go up there. You can get a 90-minute session and go up and have fun. And so no skiing skills required for that, just the ability to want to have some fun.
I love how that Tubing Hill's evolved over the years as well. And congratulations again on the Reader's Choice Award. That's huge.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting.
Okay, future plans for Bogus. I mean, it's hard for me to be thinking about that vision, that future vision of Bogus. And I gotta say, every single year, there's always something that the team, the administration, your staff are working on. Help share some future ideas.
Yeah. Well, thanks for that. And, it is incredible. This is actually the time of year when our team sits down and really identifies what our needs are. And, it's, as you can imagine, unbelievably expensive to operate a business like this, of all the different types of equipment. This summer, we'll be focusing on facilities. The Pioneer Lodge will be going through an exterior renovation that we're working on. And then, very exciting, we will be putting in a new event venue next to the Pioneer Lodge. For those of you who have been up in the summer, you'll know that there's a tennis court up there. And so it is an event center venue that will accommodate 150 people. It'll have a full bar, kitchen. It'll be a new food outlet So you can have yet another choice where you can go and enjoy lunch or a break while you're up in the winter recreating. And then we are going to continue to build our corporate group events. We will be hosting weddings up there eventually. And so finally having a venue where with a beautiful view where you can go up and plan a group outing or rest and relax while you're up having a fun day on the mountain.
Okay. And I heard maybe a rumor that there might be some opportunities at that Buttercup parking lot for some enhancements.
Yeah, we're always looking, one of our pinch points is parking. And so looking at expanding the Buttercup parking lot as well to accommodate more people. So we're looking at that as well.
Okay, cool. All right, awesome. Well, thanks for that. Okay, next week, February 6th, I can't believe that's already here.
I know.
I don't know what year this is, but Chamber Day at Bogus Basin. For those that have registered, I think we have over 80 registered so far for the day. We're going to come up, we're going to network, we're going to have some lunch. We'll have an appetizer, but there's opportunity to do some tours. And I'm really excited that partnership has been between Bogus and Chamber.
Yeah, it's been, it's a tradition on the mountain. We love inviting the Chamber and your members up to have a fun day where you can learn a little bit more about what's going on under the hood up there. We'll be able to point out where our new facility is going to be because it's just right outside the window of the Pioneer Lodge where we'll be having our lunch. And so we'll be there and we can't wait to see everybody.
Susan, it's really surprising to me. I've been going and skiing Bogus for over 20 years, and I'll always get phone calls for this day, and they're like, hey, what is this all about? I've never been up to Bogus. I want to register. And that's probably one of the coolest things that I get to hear.
Yeah. I have to agree. I'm a little biased, but we're pretty lucky to have Bogus Basin in our backyard.
Because it's not very often there's a new person that is experiencing Bogus, and they experience at Chamber Day at Bogus Basin. So
yep.
Cool. All right. Hey, we got a couple more minutes. I want to put your website. I want to scroll it on the bottom of the screen here. So for those that want to know the forecast, what's going on the mountain, there's cameras that show the parking lot area. You've been doing a really good job of updating the road conditions. Like I think you use social media and you show, here's mile 4, here's mile 6, here's mile 9. That's very helpful for those that are a little apprehensive about the drive up to Bogus.
Yeah, the marketing team starts at 6 in the morning. They drive up and they, kind of articulate what to expect on that drive. People love that. We try to keep that information out. And so for people interested in getting that information, we also have a weekly email that goes out. So there's a lot of ways that you can plug in, find out what's going on in Bogus Basin.
Okay. Susan, is there anything else while I have you that you'd like to educate the public on?
No, I just, thanks so much to you. Thanks so much to the community and the Chamber members for your wonderful support. Bogus Basin would not be here today were it not for the generosity and support of the community. And we always like to have the chance to remind everyone of that special relationship that keeps us going and winning #1 Reader's Choice Awards.
That's so cool. All right, Susan. Well, we'll see you on the mountain. Have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Thanks again for your continued membership with the Chamber.
Absolutely. We'll see you next week.
Say hi to the team.
I will.